Morning YouTube, I'm Dave. I'm Dad. And no Stevie. It's bank holiday Monday. We don't work in a bank, so we're here. But obviously Stevie thinks he works in a bank because he's nowhere to be seen. Today, what we're mainly doing is serving customers, prepping up for next week, filling bags and finishing the wall over there. As you see, Blake has already started filling bags on the machine with the telly truck. Yeah, let's have an update on the swans. Still there, and he's here today. Let's see, make some progress. It's filling up nicely along the back. Lads now are just lifting that block, and we decided we're going to put that one here. And then fill all this in behind here and drag that down and retain that bit there somehow. I don't know what we're going to do, a bit of fencing or something, some gravel boards just to retain the soil. Going to retain that wall, lovely. That's bank holiday Monday done for us. Been quite productive. Next week we've got hard landscaping job, so yeah. A little bit of a busy one, something different for the channel. We'll take you along the ride. So tomorrow being Tuesday, we'll see you tomorrow nice and early. Morning YouTube, it's Tuesday morning. I'm in the grab. What I'm doing today, I'm picking up 2 packs of feather edge and 2 packs of back rails to make our panels with from our local timber yard. As you can see, it's well stocked up. And another thing, we supply these with concrete. This is all our concrete we supply to them. Their levels are looking a little bit low, so we'll probably get a phone call in a couple of days to restock these. So here we are back in the wagon, just waiting for us to get loaded up. While we're waiting, we've hit 6,000 subscribers. Wow, just wow. Me and Stevie never believed we'd hit that many subscribers. We're very fortunate, we're blessed, and we'd like to say a massive thank you. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We love it. We love all the great comments. We've tried to reply to all the comments best we can. We'll try and do the videos what people are asking for in the future. But bear in mind, we have got to work as well. We ain't got a production team following us around like Mr. Asheville. And a lot of people say, oh, copying Asheville. Daniel Louisi Asheville is a big inspiration. Even though I've got a business and we're doing all right, it's nice to see and get inspiration of other business owners. So yeah, he gives me inspiration. I'm not copying off him. I'm just showing you a bit of our business. It's not, I'm trying to get one up on him. We're trying to copy him. We're trying to do anything like that. He gives me inspiration. I watch him on YouTube. There's a few others I watch on YouTube. Give us inspiration. Daniel from Asheville is one of them, and I think he's great. Actually, we've got 2 on. I've moved over so the forklift driver can put 2 on this side. We'll get these on and get going. Back at the yard, and Jamie's just unloading us. We'll get these unloaded, then we'll get 5 ton of roadstone and 2 bags of sharp sand. You can see, drop that 5 ton off, 2 ton of wash sand, a little gravel way. Back at the yard next.
Good morning guys. I didn't want to have to start the video like this. I think we've had some bad news here at D&J Projects. It rained quite a bit last night, and that means that the lean will rise, and you guys should know what's in the lean. The swans with her babies, her cygnets. I'll just take you guys over there now to let you guys know the situation. No swans, no babies, nothing to be seen. But enough of that sadness. We don't want none of that. Positive mindsets only. You guys should know by now, D&J Positive Mindsets. I think them babies and them swans, they're out there. They're survivors. They seen that it was raining, swallowed all the babies, and went to some shelter. Get out of that rain, out of that torrential rain. And then she just popped them back out. Because I know they're out there surviving. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm saying. Welcome back to the video, guys. If you could do us a favour, like this video. I would very much appreciate it. You guys saw what my dad was up to on a bank holiday. Yes, I do not work in a bank, but I needed a day off. Last week was crazy. Talking of last week as well, guys, you guys have absolutely smashed that video. So many views on that video straight away. Over 20,000. That is just crazy to me and my dad. But we thank you guys massively. So thank you very much for that, guys. I very much appreciate it. I'm just going to take that ton bag there right now, pull it next to that one just there, because my dad's going to pick that up when he gets back, and then we're going to drop that off, or he's going to drop that off, should I say. And then me and my dad are on a little bit of a job. Nothing too crazy today, so I don't know what we'll film today. We will be bringing you along for the ride, as always, because you guys seem to like it. Here's Blake as well. So I'm going to get this bag off, and I'll catch up with you guys later. So there he goes, off out to do that delivery. And then he'll come back later and we'll switch vans to go do another little job. But you guys should have seen that on Wednesday. If not, it will be in the top corner of the screen.
You can see it drop that 5 ton off, 2 ton wash sand, a little gravel way. Back of the yard next. Morning YouTube, it's Wednesday morning and I'm in the grab. You know the score. Bit of a development, one of the lads isn't very well. It's not COVID related or anything like that. He's jarred his hands or something. So Steve is in with the lads on the concrete side, as well as Jack, because we've got a lad off on holiday as well. So I'm out on my own today, pulling some conifers out. I'm loaded up with bags at the minute. I'm going to take these out, I'm going to drop them off. Excuse me. I'm going to drop them off. And then we've got a bag of rubble to pick up on the way back in, and then what we'll do, we'll grab the digger on and get off to site, and I'll show you where I'm going to pull these conifers out and the way I'm going to do it. Let's get to it.
The truth is a damn hard pill to swallow. I'm reaching out, but all I feel is hollow. I wanna make you work, but all I do is make you worse.
We've dropped that off. Dropped 5 ton of roadstone, 1 sharp sand, 1 builder sand, 10 cement, and we've done a gravel way. That's on the back. On the way back into the yard, we've got 1 bag of rubble to pick up. Right. So we have it, 1 bag to pick up. Next problem, just need to squeeze it onto here. That's it, nicely squeezed on. Back to the yard.
What's up, guys and girls? Sorry to interrupt my dad's clips like that. We're a man down, as you guys know, so I've made 56x5 panels to try and keep us going throughout the week. And now I'm about to jump into that room there and help the guys with the concrete. Have you asked them if they're subscribed? Oh, I'll ask them now. Have you guys subscribed? Make sure you subscribe, people. Make sure you subscribe, guys. I'm gonna head off to go do some concrete now, and I'll leave you guys with my dad.
So then, here we are. I'm on my own. There's no one here to help me. And this is the job. We've got to take all these conifers out. All the way along here. Taking this post and raising it up to here, all the way along. So the first job is get that digger off the back, get a digger in here, and we'll have a crack at doing this ourselves. If I can't pull them out on my own, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the majority of these limbs off and cut it down that high so we can get the digger over and pull them out that way and see how we get on. It's the first job, get tools off.
Damn hard pill to swallow. Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you.
As you see, they're coming out quite easy. I've swept the area because what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the digger around this way and try and pull them over and rock them backwards and forwards. I don't want to get no stones trapped underneath the tracks and damage any of this press concrete. But yeah, I'm managing on my own. Customers come out, bought me a drink. Black coffee, the usual. Yeah, I'll just plod on, pull them out, prep it all up. And then me and Steve will get this fence up tomorrow, I think.
Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now?
Like you see, I've done a bit now. What's happening, because we're close to this concrete, the customers let me know these conifers have been in 40 years. So the roots are going underneath this presscrete patio. So I don't want to damage the patio. So all I'm doing, I'll see if I can do it with one hand. Using my reciprocating saw with a really, really jagged blade on. Just going through them and then rocking them backwards and forwards and getting them out. Once we pass this bit down there, there's some slabs there. Hopefully we can pull them towards us and they'll come out a little bit easier than what they are here. I'm just being a little bit careful because I don't want to damage this presscrete concrete. Right, I've left that job now. I've got the majority of it out. Just a little bit more for me and Stevie in the morning, I think. Probably be a little bit easier with two of us. I've got a grab on the way back into the yard, so I'm going to get that done now. Probably show you. If not, I'll be leaving you here today and we'll sign the video out. But hopefully I'll be able to show you. The time is 4:20, so plenty of time yet. So then this is the last one of the day. Good friend Lucas. Let's get this on and get it gone. Lucas just giving that final last sweep up. That's all on there now. That'll be a wrap from me today. I'll leave you here and I'll see you nice and early. Tomorrow being Thursday. See you later.
What's good, guys? And good morning. I'm on site with my dad today. As you can see from the clips that he's shown you yesterday, we're still taking these conifers out, but I've been able to join my dad today. So the first plan for me is to start taking all of these conifers, start putting them in a pile so that my dad can grab them a little bit later. Because I'm not too sure if my dad's told you, I'm sure he has, but there is a fence going where these conifers once were. It's quite tricky doing this as well because obviously they've got a presscrete patio and we don't really want to be damaging that if possible. This is how my dad's getting those conifers out. It's a little bit tricky. It's just a few more to go now. And then we'll be able to start putting a little bit of a fence up for this customer. There's a little bit of a drop down here as well. Sort of drops down into a different level. So that's something we have got to be careful of. So this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm picking this up and I'm pulling it through these tight gaps and all the way up to the grab there. Just going to keep piling it there for the time being, and then we will use a grab very shortly to get that off the road and on that grab. So as I continue with that, guys, I'll put you down just over here and give you a little bit of a, say, a minute's worth of raw clips of my dad getting this conifer out. Is all up there at the grab now. My dad's working his way down these conifers. I'll set you guys up for a time lapse so I can jump on there and help him with it. I hope you guys like what you see. And that is the conifers out of the way. Just a matter of taking these old boundary posts out now. Probably going to use a digger for those as well. But it's opened it up a little bit. Obviously I didn't see this garden from the beginning, but it seems to have opened it up quite a lot. Shouldn't take too much to get these posts out. That was one strong rebar. See, the rebar might have been strong there, but these bad boys weren't too strong. Got them out a piece of cake with a digger. For all that struggling that I had last week with a breaker, should have just got the bloody digger out. It's getting ready for some fencing, this is, it's getting ready. Also guys, as you lot should know by now as well, D&J was sort of like perfectionist and will go the extra mile. See this small bay? We don't really like the look of that bay. We don't want to start a fresh bay here and have that little one there. So we're going to take that one out for the customer and do a full size from that post and go to around here. Full size bays all the way down, and then just see what the last bay is. It might be a little cut, but we'll know more once we start working our fencing down this garden. This is the pile of conifers as well that you guys saw me taking out. Right here, sitting next to the grub, which my dad will be able to take up pretty soon. Not far off a full load, as you can see. Well, it's time to grab this now then, guys. How many actual grabs from the clam do you think it's going to take? I'm going with 5. 5 grabs and all that will be on the van. Well, I won't know how many grabs that was until I look back at the footage. Did you get it right, guys? I'm not sure if I did, but I think I might have. So I've just got back to site, guys, all loaded up with a few materials and some tools. I'm going to start unloading this now whilst I wait for my dad to get back, and then we'll be able to crack on with this fencing. So my dad's joined us again, guys. Took that small bay out right there and dug our first hole. Lovely and deep. We're not using the post-it holes today, hopefully anyway, because seeing as the digger's on site, we're using the auger. I'll show you guys how we do it on the next one, but first let's get this bay installed. So then, guys, we've got 2 bays up. The fencing is a little bit different from what you're used to here at D&J Projects, but this is exactly what the customer wanted, because they used to be able to see through on the conifers last time, so they still want to be able to see through, especially when they've got that nice view as well. So we're going to dig one more and then I'll show you how we use that auger. Third one's taking shape now. Weber's decided so might get one more in, see what the time is, see how it's looking, and maybe call it a day. But we will keep you guys updated. Managed to get the drops pretty identical as well. We're on to the 4th bay, and we're going to use the auger on the digger. I've marked out a stone right here for my dad. Sometimes you win with these, sometimes you lose. So I'm going to mark it in position, get rid of that stone, and let's see how it works. Not bad so far. Sounds like it's at the right depth. Oh, would you look at that? In comparison to last week, that's a blessing. That's what we're talking about. one, guys. Nice drops. Not too crazy. It's looking quite good. Just need to go get a post now, which I will go do, and I'll keep you guys rolling. That post just needs a little bit of lift for the postcrete. We've told you why we do that before, guys. We put the postcrete at the bottom of the post and then lift the post so that when that post sits on that postcrete and that gets wet, it goes off rather than putting it on soil and then it sinks over time. There she is so far. Sorry if it's a little bit windy as well, guys. If anyone knows how we can get rid of that wind noise, we both use iPhone 12 Pro Maxes, so anything that will attach to that or Bluetooth wise to that device, let us know, and then you won't hear that wind noise you've probably just heard, because I felt the gust of wind myself. But there it is so far. It's a little bit different, this one. We're going to finish it off tomorrow. We're pretty much going to go in a straight line to that point there and then return it in, seeing as the garden tapers off. What do you think though? Let us know in the comments. It's looking pretty nice. From me and my dad, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. We're back on the site, ready to get this fencing up. Last day of the week as well, Friday. We've all got that Friday feeling. And here we are. How many of you eagle-eyed viewers can see that that panel is darker than that panel? Well, the customer spoke to my dad yesterday and they would prefer the panels a little bit darker. So what my dad did this morning, he came in at 6 this morning to start staining these panels. So he stained the rest of the panels. We'll be taking those panels out as well, taking them back to the shop, getting them stained, and then bringing them back to slot in here. Also as well, guys, I wonder how many of you guys picked up on this panel just sitting here like that. Well, now hopefully you guys know us at D&J, we will not be leaving that like that, because these panels are getting changed to the exact same style as these, and they're going to be taller. They're going to match the height of this one. So what we're going to do, rather than having to break all of these old concrete posts out in this very tight gap, which neither us or the customer wants, we're going to use post extenders. I'm not sure if we've shown you guys how to use those post extenders yet, but that's something that we're going to show you when we come back and do that. Maybe next week now, because it's around about 12 o'clock now, but I've got to disappear in a couple hours. But me and my dad aren't going to tell you why. We're keeping it a secret, keeping that one a secret for us. But we'll be telling you soon. We're just going to keep it a secret for now. So we're going to space out now, ready for the next gravel board, dig that hole so we know where we are, and we'll catch up a little bit later, guys.
As you see, we dug a hole there, and you might be asking why we put a short panel there. It's because it changes direction. So what we've got to do, we've got to put two posts side by side, because the corner post is too much of an angle. Place two posts side by side. Do a short panel there up to this point. We can't go no further because it's next door's boundary, and we can't come no further this way because the customer wants as much of this flower bed as possible, because they do like their gardening. So we're going to stick these two in side by side at a slight angle, and then we'll start the run back again.
Just from that little time lapse, guys, that is how you put two posts together. Big enough hole, interlock the posts for extra stabilisation, fill it with a couple bags of post fix, let it set. Now what we would normally do is cut a gravel board for that gap, and then Jamie, as you guys know, makes all our panels custom back at the unit. But instead of doing that one now, we're going to crack on with the full-size bays while I'm here. So as you can see, my dad's just getting a 6-foot level, going to mark that out, and we'll start digging a hole for that, and I'll put you guys back on a time lapse.
I'm getting forget. Yeah, what you gonna do when I come? Everybody know I'm a visual. Yeah, I kill it cold like a criminal. I'm everybody's type, but nobody can deny. 'Cause you know I.
Another one installed. There's that little gap where we're going to put the small gravel board in the small panel. Going to try and line these ones all up as well. Give it a nice look for the customer. So then, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Well, yesterday we was using this auger, and today we're using the post holes.
Why just chuck me underneath the bus?
Why is that, Dad?
Because I forgot the key.
So this digger's in our way, and we can't use it.
Well, I thought we were being out of breath all the time. We need a bit of exercise. Why bring all the gear? I have no idea.
Right, so we're going to get the gravel board and get this bay installed. So with this one, we've just got to measure to make sure that our panel is going to sit at the same height as that panel. So off the tape, it says we've got to go up ever so slightly. So we'll get that gravel board lifted. It's a bit tight down here. And there we go, guys. 2 panels lining up nice and lovely for the customer. They're going up fast now. Just a small bay to go there. You guys already know about that small bay. Gonna start digging a hole for that one in a second. It's looking pretty good though. Pretty good though. If you guys could like this video, that would be very much appreciated. And if you could give us a follow on Instagram and like our Facebook page, we'd very much appreciate that as well, guys. So there we have it. That post in, ready for another panel. As you know, that one's getting made as well. And we've just started to take these panels out. Just got this one to take out because, as you can see, that's a little bit lighter than these ones. They're a bit darker and that's how the customer likes them. We've got one more dark one there. So we're going to take that one out, replace it with a dark one, and then we'll be taking them back to the yard to get stained up. It's always a good sign that your posts are standing nice and straight when you can get the panels back in. So that's it from me, guys. I'm going to leave you with my dad. I'm sure he'll film something along the way. I've got to go and do that thing that we're not telling you just yet, but in due time, in due time.
So then, all slid in and completed. I'm just going to get some post extenders just to extend these in between there. Let's see, it goes all the way down. I've tied it up, nice and leveled off, all the way down to there.
leave a comment in the comments below if you like this one, if this is the kind of style fencing you like. If so, get a like, leave us a comment. I'm on YouTube. It's Saturday morning and it's raining. I'm going to Boston to pick up some Cotswold buff, so I'll take it along the way today. I'm going to get back in the cab because I'm getting wet. So just before I do, I'll quickly show you the lean where the swans were. This is why the swans, I think, have had to move on. See, when it rains like it does now, the lean gets a lot higher, and as you can see, oh, one's back, look. They need to build the nest up on there, and I think they'll be a little bit safer then. But this is why we don't clean the river as well. Everyone keeps on commenting, we need to clean the river, we need to do this, we need to do that. You can't see it now. And every time you would clean it, all the rubbish just flows down and congregates there. So yeah, the swans are back, just got no nest, that's all. So let's get to Boston, pick this Cotswold buff up.
I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy.
Right, we're all loaded up, just getting back in the wagon now. So yeah, this place does all the aggregates for us. We supply a bit of the fencing and everything else for them. Help each other out, that's what it's all about. As you can see, got lots of our fencing here, lots of the concrete and that. Lovely guys at Boston. Let's get this aggregate back to Nottingham. Just on the way back, we're going to drop 2 bags just down here. Right, that's all dropped off. Heading back to the yard. We're going to leave this on till Monday, and then we're going to bag it up and sell it out of our yard. So we've got some Cotswold buff. If anyone wants some, see you back in the yard. So then we're back at the yard. I think the swans must have listened to me. I hope they're going to try again. Hopefully this time we'll have a bit more luck. But yeah, we're back at the yard. I put the wagon in the stone bay. We're a bit low on stone. Stone's coming Monday. Let's go see what the lads are doing. So the lads have been busy while I've been away. Jordan's making them small blocks to go in that gap there. And just one here. Limestone's coming on Monday. So there'll be 60 ton, I believe. Sharp sand, I think 40 ton of sharp sand's coming. And 40 ton of roadstone. Level's looking okay on everything else. For while the lads are cleaning up, I've got 5 minutes. I'll sort this chair out. I bought eBay special. Little one, 50 quid off eBay. Gonna get that to fit, but it's loads better than that. Hopefully, my bottom will fit on it. First problem, as you can see, this needs to go on the outside. So I'm gonna take this off here and spin it round, spin that round, and see if that works. What have I done? Now, swap that over there. Bloody handle needs bending. So I have to put the handle in the vise and bend it. Then next time, just order the right part, Dave. Right, seats on. Next problem, don't line up. Holes there. Drill a hole in both sides. That one's in. Handle's here now on this side. Very similar. It was on the outside on the other seat. So yeah, I think next time I'll spend the extra 20-30 quid and get the proper seat. So you can see, it's not a million miles away. But yeah, put another one down here. Let's see, it was slightly off, but I don't think you'll notice. At the end of the day, a new seat's better than nothing. And that one was just getting the bottom wet all the time. That's it. What's that saying Stevie says? Not too shabby. Yeah. It's not the comfiest, but like I say, stop a bum from getting wet. There's a little hot drain hole there. like the other one. But yeah, not too shabby. So then, that's it for today. The news yesterday about Stevie. Me and his mum paid for his HGV for his birthday. His birthday's in October. Because of COVID and everything else, it didn't do it as early as what we'd like to. Everyone keeps saying in the comments, yeah, I'm the only Grab driver, I'm the only HGV driver. It wasn't meant to work like that. Stevie was meant to be past his test by now. But yeah, yesterday he went for his theory test on his HGV and he passed that. Today he's been for his module 4 and he's passed that. So now it's just a practical. So well done, Stevie. I'm really, really proud of him. I can't wait until he gets on that Grab and relieves me. So that's it for Saturday. It's been a busy week. I've worked on my own. Stevie's been on the concrete side helping the lads. We've done a nice fencing job. We've done some grabs. And next week's another week. So if you like what you see, catch us next week.